Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be breaking down 3 of the core strategies. Not all the strategies. You don't get access to everything for free on the YouTube channel, but 3 of the core strategies that I have used to take over 55 plus one-on-one clients to 10K a month from complete scratch. Most of them barely had any sales experience, if any, previous, or knew really anything to do about the high ticket sales industry as a whole, with a range of those guys going from to 10K a month all the way upwards to 40K USD plus a month. What I'm going to be sharing with you today in today's video is the stuff that works and the stuff that I'm using today, not that worked years ago, but the stuff that today works with my current, one-on-one clients. So before we, dive into things, of course, I want to give you the context, the backdrop behind me of my apartment. So this is my new apartment. Obviously, you can see it's quite empty right now. I'm going to be moving into it in the next couple weeks here, and you guys will see, a new backdrop with, the next upcoming consistent YouTube videos, and maybe I'll do an apartment tour to give you guys a bit of an insight to what my lifestyle is like here in the UAE in Dubai. This is one of, if not my dream apartment that I wanted to move in since coming here over a year and a half ago. So I'm really excited to share more of that with you guys. But without further ado, let's get into the strategies that are working today that I've taken many plus clients to 0 to 10K plus a month. Okay, so the first strategy on this list is what I like to call the screening offer protocol. I'm going to run you through very briefly why you need this now. So there's only 20% of online information education, online service-based businesses last longer than 2 years. So that means 80% of the people that you might be looking at to work within this space and industry aren't going to be around for longer than 2 years. And just because they're around for 2 years doesn't mean they're necessarily successful either. So you need to basically develop a very thorough filtering system on which opportunities you take in this industry accordingly. The wrong offer can blow out your journey to 10K a month by 3-6 months upwards to a year plus that I've seen with certain clients and people that I've experienced in this industry, including colleagues that I work with when I was full-time in the high ticket sales industry in the basically 4 years that I was doing it. So long story short, I'm not going to give you all the questions, but one of the questions or buckets or categories of questions that I develop in this screening offer protocol with clients is called statistics questions. And this is basically asking very basic questions to the business owner about how many calls are getting booked every single month, what's the average cash collected rate, what's their no-show rate, what are these basic numbers so that we can kind of pull together some averages and do some math on our side to really establish whether or not this business is actually going to enable us the foundation to make the money that we want, make the commissions we want in the certain offer. And so what I recommend most of my clients do, and inclusive of yourself watching this video, is develop a key core strategy, again, a screening protocol, your own screening protocol for the questions you ask to these offer owners, to these opportunities, so that you can actually make sure they're going to make you the money in the long term and the short term. Now, granted, if you're new to this space and industry, you're not going to have a lot of experience to know what to look for. But again, one of the key examples and buckets I work with a lot of my clients is those statistics questions. They're very basic, they're very rudimentary, but just use some very logical sense. Does this company actually have the foundations to facilitate the transformation that I'm looking for and the income that I'm asking for? So strategy number 2 is what I like to call the signal to noise ratio strategy. And look, the industry of high ticket sales has changed a lot since I got started, and I'm coming up on my 6th year being involved in this space and industry. And it's very different to what it was 6+ years ago. No longer can you just waltz into a Facebook group and get a job with a 10K plus a month earning potential company and get there in 30, 60, 90 days. It's just not how it works anymore. And the same as any other job economy these days, it's really difficult to get jobs going the job applicant route. You're competing against hundreds of people who probably have more experience, more of an edge than you. And so you need to do one of 2 things. You need to either build relationships and get connections with people who actually work at the companies that you want to work for. Because again, the actual numbers representative of the fact, I think it was a survey done by LinkedIn or something, you can look it up. But it was around 70 to 80% of companies only hired through a trusted connection that they knew to someone within the company or a friend or a family member. And the top most desirable companies, it was upwards of 90% that they hired through a trusted connection or someone that they knew, a relationship they had with someone, with their family, their friends, whatever else. And so if you do not have a strategy of building out and connecting with the people who you need to know that are working at the companies that you want to work for, you're just going to struggle in the space. You just will. The best offers are behind closed doors. They are not posted up in Facebook groups. They're not on LinkedIn. They're not on Indeed. They're not these publicly available sources. And so it's very important that you develop a strategy in order to, again, build out these relationships, or alternatively, in contrast, get access to a mentorship or a group of people who've paid a fee, for example, like RSA, where they've paid, again, a sizable amount to be there. So you've got committed individuals that you can connect with and actually build your network from there, as well as in combination with that, having access to a place where you have access to job opportunities that have a lower competition threshold. Again, we have hundreds of job posts coming into our community with competition of being between 10 and 20 people per job post, right? Can you imagine, all of a sudden you've got access to opportunities that are doing either 50K a month upwards to $500,000 to $1 million a month, where your competition is between 10 and 20 in comparison to 100 to 200 to 300 plus people. So you need to develop, again, a strategy to build out your network and build and foster and nurture relationships who work at the companies that you want to work at, and again, quality people so you can get better jobs in this industry. Again, the jobs that are passed through closed doors, the top 20% of the most desirable companies, it's 90+% that they actually hire through trusted connections. So you need to have that, or again, you need to have a place where you can have access to job opportunities where there is less competition, so you have a higher likely chance and likelihood of actually landing these roles. Again, you need to remember, you are going up against people that have more experience than you in this industry if you're going through publicly posted routes. So you need to develop an edge, and this is the edge that I give my clients. So the third and final strategy on this list is called the success formula strategy. And whether or not you're successful in high ticket sales or anything in life really is dictated by the set of decisions you make on a daily, weekly, and monthly basis. It is determined by your decision-making ability. And everything that you have in life is, again, a set of choices that you have made. And if you understand that there is a formula that is the foundation of everything that you do to actualize the result that you want, then you can't go wrong, because you always look at that formula as the core principle that you come back to. Let me give you an example. So it pretty much goes like this. Your strategy plus your effort multiplied by the exponent of time equals the outcome or the result, the output that you want. Let's work backwards. If you want to make 10K a month, that would be past the equal sign, so equals 10K plus a month. That's the outcome or goal that we're heading towards. If we want that outcome or result, we need to have the same level of input that will actually equate to that result. It's just math. It's just algebra. Again, it makes sense. Just listen to me, okay? So this is just what works for me and my clients. So if we want to make 10K a month, we need to have a 10K level quality of strategy and a 10K effort, and do it for a long enough consistent duration period of time, and we will get the long enough because we are putting the inputs in, we will get the outputs out. It's cause and effect. It's simple math, and it's very easy to understand when you understand that this is the core of everything that you do. And when you base all decisions that you make dependent on this system, there's no way that you can go wrong. And this is what all my clients use when they're down and out, they're not sure if they have faith in the process, not trusting the process. All they need to do is look at, have I not done one of these things? Have I had a quality of strategy that I'm happy with, that it's 10K a month level? Have I given a 10K a month effort? Or have I just simply not done it long enough, right? It's very, very simple to draw back to these three main core conclusions. And when you have a mentor to guide you around what thing you need to troubleshoot at what time, whether it's a mindset issue, whether it's you not being consistent, whether or not your offer acquisition strategy is bad, whether or not you need to improve your sales skills, whatever it may be, it can always be improved. And success is not random. It's down to a formula and an equation. And this is what I, again, run my clients through so they understand what is required to change, troubleshoot, and make better to actually get the results that they came into this industry for. So there you have it. There are the three core strategies that I have helped over 55 plus clients go from nearly majority having no sales experience to 10K plus a month, upwards of 40K plus a month, and all the case studies you see on the YouTube channel. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully you got some value from it, and I'll see you guys in the next one.